Hi everyone, this is Yvette and welcome to my classroom. Today we're going to be painting this beautiful Christmas winter little cat. Hi, this is Yvette and here is Willie. So thank you so much for coming today, guys. I really appreciate your time and I want to share with you how I paint this little cat. And I'm going to start from like scratch. I'm going to show you how to draw it in your canvas, but if you're my patron, you can grab the picture of the outline and one of the rewards that is already there. So today we're going to be using acrylics and I'm going to be sharing with you the colors and the brushes. Okay, see you. Don't go. Let me just flip my camera. There you go. If you're here, hi Holly, how are you? Thank you for coming today. I hope the volume is correct and I hope everything is looking good so far, okay? So this is a painting that we're going to be working today and I'm going to be sharing with you guys how to make your own design. So I'm going to move a little bit this guy and I'm going to grab my paper. I have this tracing paper because I want to be showing you a trick and how to draw symmetrical ways. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be using the technique that is looking for geometrical forms. What does mean? Does mean to look in the original picture that you are going to be tracing circles, rectangles, another rectangle, another rectangle, another rectangle, another circle, 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 and then ovals, and then we can start like going more into the detail. Okay, so let's start. Let me just check. Hi Heather, thank you for coming, sweetie. So let's start by looking for the first circle that is going to be the head. So you can be tracing, if you're going to be doing your freehand, you can be tracing it. This is an oval more than a circle into your canvas already, okay? Later I'm going to be sharing the paints and the brushes that I'm going to be using. Hi Chris. So after you have your oval, then you're going to trace a big rectangle that is going to be part of the body of the cat. There you go, you have your rectangle here, and then I see another rectangle right here and another rectangle right here and maybe even a little oval here. See how I'm like just I am not paying attention of the details. I am more like looking shapes, okay? Maybe another rectangle here and another here. So when you have your forms, now it's time to start like dividing what is going to be the face. You know, we have here another ovals, okay? So now I'm going to divide in half and halfway my oval, and I'm going to be working just my right side, okay? So I'm going to be like checking the picture and I'm going to try just to pay attention just in the right side of its face, and I'm going to start again looking for forms again. So if here is going to be one of his eyes, let's do this, and then I can see a triangle that is going to be its nose, and remember the sizes is you can like be changing it, and then I can see a little lip here, okay? So now I'm going to start adding this curve that is going to be part of its hat, and I see the hat go all over this part and cover part of its ear. So there you go. So now the eye. So I'm going to make the pupil, and maybe you can even apply some areas where the highlights are going to be. Then the nose is tiny, so you can change the size again, and maybe we're going to go to the bottom. So all this is going to be part of the hat, okay? And when you have the basic like lines from its head, its face, hi Emily, what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be folding the paper halfway, and I'm going to be tracing what I can see through the paper. So then I'm going to open it and I'm going to trace it again. So like that you're going to have like a perfect balanced face. And of course you're going to be like erasing the parts that you're not going to be using, okay? So then you start like moving around and observing the picture just to create more details. Let me know if you're going to be painting with me, guys, because I want to leave you time to be like doing what I'm doing. So this is going to be part of the scarf, and we have a second one here. And remember, if you're my patron, the outline is already in Patron. So the first, here we have another oval, here we have another oval, because by doing this you're going to be able to find its spouse. And this is a whimsical painting, that means it's not like realistic, so it's more like a to have fun in this season, okay? So then we have here and here we can even manipulate this circle bigger, and here we have its bad. So we need to connect this part, okay, like this. And now here we're going to add its tail. Okay, so this is how you're going to be tracing it, and feel free to add elements that I didn't add. So make it yours, and by making it yours you're going to feel more happy with the last painting. Okay, so all this is going to be fluffy, okay, and at the end you're going to be just adding some whiskers. That's a hard word for me, guys. Okay, so this is the outline. Okay, so let me check on you. I want to see if you guys are going to be painting with me. So far so good. Okay, so let me share the palette now. And let me go back to add this. Okay, I have here the palette. So I'm just, sorry guys, I am just figuring this new program. Okay, there you go. So I have here my palette, and my palette, I'm going to move it a little bit to the bottom, is made by all these colors. So we have here the red, we have the cobalt blue, we have the pale blue that it can be cerulean blue, we have fallow blue, we have fallow green, tallow green, we have emerald, burnt amber, yellow oxide, burnt sienna, black and white. In the description of the event, I share with you like simple colors that you can be following, but if you have a chance, you can even play with the color that I have here. Okay, for my brushes, I have a flat one, number 6. I have a round number 8, and I have a round number 1. And if I want to have a detail, I can use the liner that I have close to me. As soon as I will need it, I will grab it. Okay, let me check on you. Okay, let me read to you. You're taking notes. Good. How you have the kitten sitting. So the important part is to make it sitting is to connect its back. This is how it's going to make the, you know, your eye, when you see this part of this curve, its back, is going to like understand your brain that he is sitting. Okay, it's a he. Yes. Hi Barbara. Okay, so you're going to be sketching your picture, or you're going to be transferring from Patron, please let me know, because I want to give you time to be working with me at the same time. Okay, so here we have my canvas is already, I already traced my canvas. I was just missing some of the lines here from the scarf. Okay, and I want to share an important tip with you guys today, that is prepare your canvas with a light wash gray. And why do you need a light wash gray? Because like doing that, you're going to be covering the purse of your canvas, the white of the canvas, and it's going to be easier when you are going to start adding more of the colors. We're going to take less time. So I'm going to prepare, and for this I'm going to use a bigger brush. Just for the background, I want to use this is a flat 3/4 big brush. Okay, so I have here my white, and I have here, I don't know if you noticed, but I am adding this low dry medium to my watercolors. I'm sorry, to my acrylics, and I have here my bottle with water to keep it moist. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to mix my white with a little bit of black, because I want to make this light gray. And it can be a wash. You don't need to have like a very thick paint. Oh, I'm glad, Barbara. Good to see you here. Can you guys share this video tutorial to the painting group and to the global, please? So I'm going to start just adding this wash. So wash means more water, like very light color, in the sense of painting. So I'm going to go all around. first, like that. You will see how light is this. And you can be doing this before sketching your picture. I did it before because I want you guys to see it, how it looks. So I'm going to go in the top. It's a very light wash. Some artists like to make this gray darker. All depends what you're looking for. And if you decide to go with a darker color, then you can use a regular pastel, white pastel, to trace your picture. Okay, let me check on you. So far so good. Okay, so let me dry it. I'm going to mute you and I'm coming back. Okay, I'm back. And before start painting, you need to be sure that you don't have paint in your hands. Okay, so to be mixing the colors, you can be using a knife or your own brush. So what I'm going to be doing now, I'm going to start applying my light blue that I have here, and I'm mixing it with the product. Just a couple of drops is going to be good. And I have all my tubes close to me in case that I will be in need to keep adding color. So now I'm going to use my flat brush, and I want to take advantage of the color that I have here. I'm going to load my brush, and I'm going to start applying some of the, doodles, and are not going to be the same because it's different side of canvas, but the idea is that you're going to start adding how you want to have the curves. I want to have another one here. And maybe another one here. And here I want to go this way. Okay, so now I want to add more water. And I want to go a little thicker line. A little more water. Okay. And I'm moving, and look how I twist my brush. Okay. And now I want to clean my brush, and I want to add the next color that is going to be my cobalt blue. Let me just move it here. You can mix it with a knife or with a brush, whatever works good for you. And Canela and Lola say hi to you guys. Okay, so the next color is going to be, I'm going to be touching the light blue and going this way. Going to load again my brush. If you want to have an alarm in your house, buy a dog. They're perfect. You can pick any side. It can be like outside or inside, like here. Let me check on you guys. Okay, for the light blue, I have this product. The name of this product is Slow Dry Medium. That it helps to, what it says, like slow the process of drying in the acrylic. Because as I want to be like blending the colors, I want something that make the paints, like, I want to say wet, fresh. So I want you to see how sometimes I use a brush like this, and sometimes I use a brush like this. And then what is the difference is how thick you want the line and how thin you want the line. Okay? And I'm sure we're going to come back with the colors because we have so many space. Okay? And if we are out of time, I'm going to make part 2 of this painting, and I'm going to be doing it tomorrow. So I don't want to be like worried because of the time. Okay? So the next color is going to be Fallow Blue. So I can even move my Fallow Blue and mix it. And I need to add water because this is really thick. So I think this time is good to use my knife. Just to squeeze better the paint and move it around. When you are doing blendings and when you are doing like a picture that involve many colors at the same time, I like to add this product to keep moist. That's the word, moist paint. So I'm using water and product at the same time. Okay, here what I want to do, I'm going to change my brush for a round one. I'm going to load my brush and I'm going to go in the bottom of the last blue. And remember, we don't want to see perfect symmetrical lines. Some parts are going to be thick and another ones are going to be thin, like this. More water. Okay, let's keep moving. And you can add same color besides the light blue. This is going to be thin. And the idea is that more paint you use, you start like adding, more the areas are going to be less and less the light gray. You use the tip of your brush to help you to move the paint. And sometimes I want you to notice how I push the bristle into the canvas to make like my line thicker. And another times, just the tip of your brush. Okay, let's keep moving. Okay, so let me check. This person, so this is a painting class. So if you want something to say about this class, it's good. If not, please respect the class. Okay, let's keep adding colors. And if you feel like your paints are getting dry, use your spray and spray some water into the paint. Because we want to keep moist the colors. And here I want to have like thick line. Okay, so the next color I want to add is black. So I'm going to go back with my flat brush. Hey Beverly, I have here my black. Thank you so much for my patrons that have been supporting me, and these videos are like possible because the support of them. So all the holes that we have here in between the blues, now we're going to be painting it in black. And if you feel like, oh, you know, I make a mistake, I would like to add another color, don't worry, go back. It's like, you know, we can even go back to the light blue. And here I was thinking, what about if we add here a light blue? Or even here. See, it's like just playing with the blues. Oh, thank you, Barbara. You know, since I remember 1991, a lot of years ago, so many years ago, right? I used to love to paint this type of, you know, curls, doodles. I used to spend hours and hours doing this type of designs. So now I move to my flat brush again, adding the black. If I need to come close to the cut of the design of the doodle and you don't want to use this big brush, then you can change the brush for something pointed. Let me show you. Give me 1 second. Okay, so let's go back to my round brush loaded with black. Very thin line here that will connect the black. I'm loading more water into my black because I want to have it more like a ink to be able to come close to this part. As much as you can, try to not paint inside the cut. But if that happens, don't worry, because acrylics, we can correct everything. You have been busy. So I want to do I want to just move a little bit so that you can see this part of the paint. And a little more water. With this music, with this beautiful background, this music of barking, I'm feeling my painting, thinking and how blessed we are with our pets. Loading my brush again and adding more black here. I'm using just the tip of my brush. Okay, I'm just checking if I have everything with paint. I'm going to clean my brush and I'm going to load it with my light blue again with water, and I'm going to just revisit a little bit again my light blue in some areas that it was very like transparent. I want to have more like this part more solid colors. And if your paint is still wet, take advantage and blend it each other back and forth like this. Okay, clean your brush and let's try. I am going to start with the light blue and move it to the bottom. I'm going to clean my brush, start with the light blue and move into the top. That's why it's important that your paint still is moist. Clean your brush. I'm going to load a little bit of my light blue. First I'm going to add the light blue here, and then I'm going to go to the top, moving, following the curves. I'm going to clean my brush, start in the blue, light blue, and moving to the bottom. If I notice that, like for instance here, the color is not moving, I can even grab a little bit of the last blue and make it happen. Like this. Let's go load with light blue. Let me check on you guys. Oh, Canela. That's so adorable of you. Yeah, she's something serious, guys, I'm telling you. She's an old lady already, so she doesn't accept a no when she's requesting for a treat. I'm adding the darkest blue because I want to have the movement of the blue. I'm going to clean my brush just with no water, with my rag. Okay, I'm going to clean the brush again. Grab again light blue. Grab my darker blue. Clean it in a piece of rag because I want to have this transition, beautiful transition. Here I'm missing a little bit of blue. There you go. Which one are we missing? This one. Let me load my blue and go around. Then dark blue. Yeah, the color, the acrylics, like, you need to keep it like using your spray because it gets dry super fast. Okay, we just need to go to the top one. And if the color is not moving, a little bit of my darker blue just to make it happen. Here we're missing light blue, a little bit of this dark blue again, and this is how I blend the background, guys. And now what I'm going to do, I'm going to allow the background to dry. I see here white area, and be sure that you are covering all your canvas. You don't want to see like the background, the white or whatever color you decide that you paint. I'm just revisiting, checking that I don't have white or light gray. little dots. Let me check on you guys. Okay. Nice, Holly. See you later. So I have a Patron club, and if you're interested to know more about my Patron, there is information in the description of this video. And Patron is a club of colorists and artists that we get together, and we color some of my coloring books, but at the same time we paint together, sometimes watercolor, sometimes acrylic. So I totally recommend you to check out my Patron if you want to be part of this beautiful community. Here, if you notice, I covered part of the tail of the cat, but I'm not worried about it because I'm going to be painting in the top. So let me check on you before I start painting the little cat. Yay, I'm happy. I'm so glad, Holly. I loved to prepare the package, so I hope you like it too. So I'm going to clean my brush, and I'm still using the same brush, and I'm going to grab my yellow oxide, but it can be as well ochre. If you have ochre, it can be ochre. And I'm going to be mixing my color here. A little bit of water. And I want to have more like a no honey. I'm thinking like a cream, face cream. Lotion, there you go, like lotion. The texture of a lotion. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, there you go. So I'm going to load my brush, and what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to start like looking the areas, the lightest areas of the cat, and we're going to be mixing white. So let's paint all of it. Just want to go around like that. I'm not like losing the lines, and you can follow it. And its ears, I want this to get dry before adding the color, so I'm going to wait a little bit this part to get dry. So and in its paws here. Okay, let me use my hair dryer because I need to be painting the red, so let me mute you.